Welcome, everyone. How's everybody doing?
We are phenomenal. Hey,
Hey, hey, girl.
girl.
Well, listen, you all know that I just actually um, came on a little bit earlier and I said something had happened with a digital currency. And I know everybody's been worried about the digital currency, waiting on a fallout, waiting on something major to happen. Well, something major has happened, folks. And we are totally blown away by this. Totally blown away. Now, if you were on my show last night, I had an instructor, I had an educator on there, and well, I hope you all say hi to Taya Bell. Can y'all just say hey to Taya Bell tonight?
Hey.
And of
Thanks
course,
for
I was
tuning in.
now last night on my show, I had an educator on there, and she was talking about funding for her school, and we were making an appeal for funds for her. It was on donor .org. And this is a fundraising site for teachers all across the country. I mean, just all across the country, they are asking for projects to be funded. Well, when she came on my show, she said, Michelle, there's a problem. Our website is down and it's saying that, it may not be available until the next day. So we said, okay. So she gave her information. I made the appeal a couple times. Folks, can you just come on and help these students? Come on and help them. Well, she called me this morning. She sent me a message like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. She said, you won't believe what happened. She said, I now know why our website was not up. She said it was actually taken down. I'm like, oh my Lord, what happened? I said, don't worry about it. We're going to go ahead. People are still going to give. Don't even worry about it. If she says, no, that's not the problem. She said, we've got a problem, but it's a great problem. I said, how can you have a great problem? That's an oxymoron. She said, there's a cryptocurrency called Ripple that has funded all of the donor orgs across the nation for $29 million.
Wow. That's incredible.
Not 2,900, because she was only looking for about 1,000. No, she's looking for 200 and some dollars or something per item. Not 2,900, not 29,000. People, do you hear me? $29 million, and Ripple is a cryptocurrency.
Late Show host Stephen Colbert took a brief break from the laughs last night to deliver some exciting news to teachers nationwide.
Ripple, creator of the virtual currency XRP, look it up, has funded all 35,000 classroom projects on DonorsChoose.org.
Ripple's donation to fund all of the projects amounted to $29 million. Now, students at one New York school will soon receive new iPads.
I was quite surprised, but when it happened, it was like, yes, like that was it. That's that moment of feeling very just like noticed and that our hard work pays off.
So, Taya and I have been trying to really get people to understand that this thing is real. Digital currency is not going away. It is not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not going away. So there you go. So I know we've been talking to you about Bitcoin and we've been talking to you about Ethereum. And let me just give our disclaimer. Our disclaimer is that we are not what?
Financial advisors.
We are not what? Brokers.
No.
We are just two young ladies just trying to share the wealth, trying to share some information. And we always encourage you to do what?
Do your own research.
Do your own research. And we also encourage you, we know that there's a lot of information that's coming around now. It's out there. People are getting bits and pieces of it, but make sure that you put it together, because you don't want to kind of like take off running with it, because we don't want you to get into any loopholes or possibly get into a place where you might lose more than you can afford. And that's something else that we always say. Don't invest more than you can't afford to lose. Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah. So if you're like, I want to invest $50 because, I spent $50 a week at McDonald's, go for it. Do it. Invest
Absolutely.
wisely. Yeah, but if you don't have that, if you can invest greater, so we always make the comparison to stocks, right, Taya?
Yes, making the comparison to stocks, and I always make the comparison to my skeptical people, and there's so many skeptical people out there, yet those same people, they have no problem running to the nearest casino and putting in their whole check. And let me tell you, the risk of losing your money at a casino as compared to the risk of losing your money in cryptocurrency is like at a million. So you have a greater chance of getting a return on cryptocurrency, even if it drops a moment. Even if it drops, it's just like, hold it. Hold it. Do not throw in the cards. Do not try to hurry up and sell. Hold it. Because if you look at the patterns of cryptocurrencies, all of the major ones, like especially Bitcoin, especially Ethereum and Litecoin, if you look at the patterns of those major cryptocurrencies, they sometimes will take a dip. However, that particular coin always rises.
Always.
And if you look at just last year to this year, it was like a tremendous growth in all of the cryptocurrencies. So you really have a better chance of being a multimillionaire off of cryptocurrency than you do playing any lotto, any Mega Million, going to any casino. And some people are more apt to go and waste, I would say, their money that way, as opposed to making a wise investment where you actually do research and it's not really a get rich quick. You actually have to do the research, decide whichever investment is best for you, make the investment, and then just sit back and relax and don't watch it on a day-to-day basis, because it'll drive you crazy watching the fluctuations. So you definitely want to do your research and then just invest in whatever cryptocurrency is you feel is best for you.
Exactly. And, I truly think that sometimes it's hard for us to think outside of the box, because, it's really tough out here right now. People have lost jobs. People, have life changes and things like that. And so we always say, how do I do that? Because it's hard for us to get into the mindset. And a lot of it it's based upon what we've experienced, our life experiences, and also our current situations. But if you really look at the money that we waste, I always say that during the average lifetime of a person, you've had $1 million in your life.
Absolutely.
If you think
a couple million,
because $1 million is not a lot of money nowadays. Okay, so it's like, if you think about the times that you go get your hair done, you think about all of the times you eat out. Okay, because if you've got $50 in your pocket, there's nothing to go to Red Lobster. And if you got 2 to 3 people, by the time you do tip $50, $60, $100 if you've got 3 people. You think about, if you don't do that and you take 25, go to the store and cook, buy some shrimp and cook at home.
Yes.
Okay. And take that 75 and invest it and just let it sit. Because here's the thing about investing. It's not like you got to go to work and do it. You don't have to dig ditches to make this money. You don't have to, it grows for you, but you've got to be patient with it, and you've got to understand. You want to when you're doing your research, get an understanding of what investment means. It's not like a debit card. Like, you get your check, you put your debit card in, and then you just keep drawing it out. You don't want to do
exactly
that, because, like as she said, the climate is up and down, but at some point, just like Bitcoin did, it takes this rocket up. And that's when you want to have your coins in there. That's when you want to know that. So now, we've talked about in Coinbase, the 4 major coins in there are Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Well, I would suggest, no, I'm not going to make any suggestions, but based on what has happened, and they're calling it the best school day of 2018. For teachers, for students, for administrators, this is the best day of the year, because these teachers hold their breath, hoping that they can get a match, hoping that they can just get, and the things that they're asking for. I think the amount of money that Lorna, the educator last night, hers was adding up to like $1,000. It was like fingers crossed, please ask your jobs. Teachers are almost begging for help to educate children. And then here comes Ripple.
Yes.
$9 million. Say it with me, people.
$29 million. And it's just so incredible, because there's been so much bad news happening in schools. And that bad news goes viral in seconds and minutes. But sometimes it's like the good news takes a long time to travel. So this has just been really like awe-inspiring. I'm so glad it happened. And I really feel like people should be talking about this, because it really is a huge blessing. And that's I know what my intention is. That's why I invest in cryptocurrency, because I want to be blessed to be a blessing. So I really feel like what they did was tremendous. And we haven't seen anything like this in a long time, where a company just says, hey, let's cryptocurrency, especially. I don't think it's ever happened where they've said, oh, yeah, let's just donate almost $30 million to education. Like, that is so beautiful.
The education. And I mean, it wasn't just, sometimes we just think it's the more affluent areas or the more affluent schools. No, this was public schools. This was anybody who had put in their petition to get something for their school. This also speaks to keeping hope alive. You know, you just keep digging. You just keep going for it. So if somebody had drugged their feet and said, you know what, I don't know, we're almost at the deadline, it's not going to happen. This is proof. I mean, this was the win. They talk about a windfall of money, a windfall. So if you're looking on here and you're thinking, well, how is that going to help me? Or listen, when our children are educated, they're the future. That means that we're raising them up to be better citizens, because these people have to make decisions for you and I. We're not going to be
40 years from now, it will be the children. 20 years from now, you know?
20 years from now, it's going to be the children. You know, because those kids who are in 8th grade right now, they're going to be in full swing out working into the world in 20 years. They're going to have their own children in 20 years. So this is huge. So what we want you to really recognize, that the takeaway from this is that cryptocurrency is real, people. It is real. It is not going away. And we were even talking about what's some of the places that are coming on board that you use every day and you're not really paying attention to it. We're saying Google, 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 Google.
Absolutely. So many places are now accepting it. And even if they're not accepting it directly, there are different sites like Gift spelled with a Y, GY, FT.com. Gift, you can buy over 200 gift cards for places like all the restaurants you love, all of the stores that you love, from Target. You can get it for Uber even. So you can get these gift cards using your Bitcoin, and then you can go and shop, like even at like Whole Foods. So the places where you normally would shop, you can now go get a gift card on a website like Gift. And there's another website that does it also, that is specifically for gift cards. And then you can go out throughout your day or go online, and you can purchase everything that you normally would purchase with Bitcoin. So it really is taking over the world. And eventually a lot of those places are just going to start accepting it directly. I know Dish.com. So you can pay for your cable now, your satellite, with Bitcoin. You can log on if you are a Dish customer. I believe you go to mydish.com and you can pay your bill with Bitcoin. You can go to Microsoft now and you can buy apps on like Xbox with Bitcoin. Like, there's so many different places now that's accepting Bitcoin directly. And Expedia, Overstock. I know we were talking earlier about Cash App accepts Bitcoin, and even Stripe. So there's so many places that are now becoming accustomed to cryptocurrency, and it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to continue to grow and build momentum. So it's like the time is now to do your research. The time is now to start investing. And Michelle and I, we mine cryptocurrency, and we can show you how to easily do that. So if you're interested in mining cryptocurrency and getting cryptocurrency at a third of the cost as someone that's getting it for retail, you're going to get it for wholesale. So if you're interested in learning how to easily set up your mining system so that you could be getting coins daily for the next 1,000 days guaranteed. So just do your research, invest in you. 2018 is the time to make a huge change in the way that you do your money and your finances. And I believe that cryptocurrency can really help a lot of people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we are here for you. So we want to invite you you can reach out to us. You can reach out to us on Facebook. You can reach out to us on YouTube. We both have our YouTube channels. I'm Michelle Edwards Whitfield. She is Taya Bell TV.
If you just go to YouTube and type in Taya Bell, it'll pop right up. Same as Michelle. Go to Michelle's page and type in Michelle Edwards Whitfield, and it'll pop right up. And make sure you subscribe to our channels, because we put a lot of fun things out there, very informational, value driven. So make sure you subscribe to our channels, and make sure you hit that bell so you get notifications for when we go live.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we hope that the information that we're bringing to you is sparking your mind and giving you just enough to go ahead and take the next step forward and find out. This is what we love doing. We want to make sure that you are in the loop and that you know we are accessible, people. We are accessible. So just reach out to us. We're here for you. We want to give you this information. We want to make sure that you know. And we're always so very appreciative when you come on to our show and you spend a few minutes with us. We love you. We just want you to be healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Yes, honey. Yes.
And we will see you the next time.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Have a good night.